Welcome back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. Thanks for staying with us. If you're just joining me, my guests today are Sonica Tinker and Christian Peterson. They are the founders of LoveWorks. Check out their website at loveworksforyou, loveworksforyou.com. Right? That's right, isn't it?
That's
yeah.
Right.
Okay. Thanks so much, you guys, for being here. I know you had a very long trip last night, got in really late, so I appreciate your time today.
Our pleasure entirely.
Okay, so we were talking about the way that we, frame a conversation to our partner. I feel like, I guess, I'm guilty of this. It seems like my husband and I have the same stuff over and over and over again. Why does this same old stuff keep coming up?
There's a couple of reasons for that. One is because nobody ever really gets to hear and speak what it is they really want. And let me explain that. For example, when we're talking about I'm trying to get you to listen, and I keep saying, you don't listen to me. We never really get, in those types of interactions and conversations, we never really get to what is it that I'm trying to accomplish. What is it that I really want?
Right.
And some of our workshops, we teach a whole, the fast track formula for how do you go from an argument and a complaint and go directly for what you want, so you can skip all the complaint and arguing stuff. But what I'll say here is, what is it I really want? So if I tell you, you don't listen. Well, I want you to listen to me. Great. There's something under that, because there's always layers to our wants.
Right.
Why do I want you to listen to me? Well, so I can get my message across. Why do I want to get my message across? There's still a deeper layer. I'd like to feel like my opinion matters.
Ah, okay.
I'd like to feel like, why would I like to have my opinion matter? I'd like to feel like I matter. I'd like to know that you care about me. I would like to feel like I'm important. And really, that's the crux of the matter.
Okay, so I think that in our crazy busy society, we forget to take the time to nurture our relationship. Do you agree?
Yeah, and it's sometimes, and often, it really, when you want to learn a new way to do it, it will take some time to learn a new way to do it. And also, it's one thing is that we don't take the time. The other thing is we simply don't know another way. You can only utilize a new way if you know it exists.
Right.
Well, how I would say it, too, is that we have no idea how we create, period. We don't know what, like what Christian was just saying, we don't know what it is we really want. So we're chasing after the wrong things. Here it is, I'm really wanting to feel important, but I'm going after trying to get you to listen.
Right.
So now trying to control you, get you to do certain things, make certain things happen, and how many of us have had the experience as partners, right, where we are jumping through hoops and we're doing this dance and this jig and we're trying to do this, fulfill this request, do that thing, do this thing, that. And no matter what we do, we cannot satisfy our partner. So we get caught in these traps where we're looking for what we think we want, but it's not really what we want at all. And the whole time we're trying to go after it, we're just making it worse and worse and worse and worse. Until we're on the verge of divorce because we're fed up and we feel so frustrated and powerless. We have no idea what the heck to do.
Well, I think it's really interesting how one of our societal things that kind of drives me crazy is that people spend a lot of time with their friends or on the golf course or whatever, joking about how bad their marriage is.
Right.
And it's like it's this funny thing. It's supposed to be acceptable, or I hear people who get engaged and someone will say, oh, God, are you sure you want to do that? No one ever says congratulations, all the best to you. It's just, there's just this negative connotation around marriage, but I think it's because we're just missing the boat.
Yeah, in large degree. To a large extent, that's true. And it really also has to do with how did we all learn to do relationships? Most of us never learned anything about that.
No, we didn't learn about relationships or boundary setting or any of that stuff.
Exactly. You wouldn't expect yourself to be able to play a fantastic golf game, to use that example, if you'd never practiced.
Right.
Or if you'd nobody had ever taught you anything about how to swing, how to hold the club, you wouldn't expect that of yourself. Everybody knows it'll take you several years to become a proficient golf player.
Right.
And where we all learned, the only training we ever had, all of us, is we were all force enrolled into the class on relationship that our parents taught.
Right.
The second we got here.
Right.
And, how many of us would sign up for a relationship class that was led by our parents?
Well, mine
Some of
got
us would, but
divorced,
not
so
too
I
many.
wouldn't sign up for that class.
And, and if you didn't have any parents, that was part of the curriculum, too.
Right.
And then we took the class from Hollywood. And then we took the class from our high school peers who all of course, were proficient relationship experts.
Oh, this is fascinating. Unfortunately, I got to take another break. Stay with us. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. I'll be right back.